What's up, guys? Chase over here, bringing you another video to my channel. This is the WWE Money in the Bank 2015 preview and predictions show. And today's special because this is the first time that we're going to have all four of the hosts here for this show. As always, with me, Ace the Wrestling Nut.
Yo, what's happening, everyone?
We have none other than Gold Standard 000, my good friend here on YouTube.
Yo, what is up, guys?
We have the former ankle breaker AJ2, member of the Gurus of Greatness, and now YouTube gamer JD Venom.
I can't follow you YouTube, but what's up? How's it going?
Exactly. And now all four of us are finally here, and we're here to talk about this historic Money in the Bank pay-per-view. It's not really historic. I just want to make it sound like it's bigger than it is. But we're here to talk about WWE Money in the Bank. If you guys are listening to this, whether it be on YouTube or you downloaded it from SoundCloud, yes, I started up a SoundCloud account. I understand a lot of you guys want to take these with you on the road. You know, someone's like, hey, I want to listen to these on the road, but they don't have mobile data to listen to an hour-long YouTube video. So it makes sense that I would put this on SoundCloud for people that want to download this and be able to carry it with them wherever they go. So I made a SoundCloud account, and so if you want to download this, it's going to be in the description box down below. But anyways, guys, we're here to talk about Money in the Bank 2015. There's really no other topics in wrestling to really talk about. I can't think of any off the top of my head. Mickey James died on TNA Impact last week.
That's the only one.
Yeah, Mickey, if you guys haven't seen this segment is fucking hilarious. As you guys all know.
I mean, it's just a rumor, but I can think of one thing.
What is it?
Excuse me. It's that WWE might be getting another, I guess, like developmental kind of promotion.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're gonna get Evolve, which is Gabe Sapolsky's promotion.
And Impact Pro.
Because they wanna get the wrestlers from those promotions, because if they get to ROH or TNA, then they have like merchandising and shit, so it makes things difficult.
So pretty much like they want to purchase the Evolve program, so that way they already have merchandise, because Evolve already has the wrestlers sell their merchandise and stuff like that. So yeah, they want to purchase that, so that way they don't have to make their own merchandise. Is that correct?
Something like that, yeah. And they want to get the wrestlers from there too.
Yeah, there's a lot of good wrestlers from that program. Gabe, he's probably one of the most fair independent promoters, because he's really there to just help the guys make it to the WWE. He said in numerous interviews, like, hey, my goal is to help you get well known and send you to the big time. We've seen in the CM Punk DVD, Daniel Bryan stuff, the Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, he did that for those guys. So pretty much Gabe is a good guy. So hopefully that comes to fruition. But let's talk about the greatest segment I've seen in a while in wrestling. I wouldn't say it's the greatest segment. It's probably really, really dumb. But it's interesting that wrestling would do this. Yes, I know Lucha Underground did this many weeks ago, but that guy came back as like a ghost, and now he's like kissing Maxine and shit. Oh, you didn't hear about this, Ross?
No, I'm gonna watch Lucha Underground like from the beginning.
Oh, good luck with that. I'll say this: I'm not really the biggest Lucha Underground fan. I'm not. Some of their story, it's way too soap opera for me. But they have some stupid stuff that make you want to just sit there and watch it just because it's hilarious. And TNA, they have that factor too, where they have a lot of stupid stuff that where you can just sit down and just watch it and laugh at it. And this James Storm and Mickey James segment that they did, holy fucking shit. It was the funniest scene I've seen in a while. So if you guys don't know, James Storm now is like some cult leader on Impact. He's a terrible cult leader. Two of his guys are like no longer really wrestling on the Impact Wrestling roster. Manic's kind of like dicking around, and Sonata got released from the company, and Abyss is feuding with Bram for whatever dumb dick reason again. So pretty much, huh?
No, Bram is still there. Oh, geez.
Yeah, Bram's still there. Kenneth Cameron, formerly in WWE. He's fucking Charlotte Flair, by the way. But yeah, so James Storm is like a cult leader, and for whatever reason, he's like feuding with Magnus because they want to try to repush Magnus. James Storm and Magnus are like two guys that TNA kind of fucked up on, and they realize this, but they don't want to do anything about it. So they're just going to have them feud with each other. And I guess James Storm was trying to recruit Mickie James to, just join the cult. And Mickie James politely declined this offer. And it seemed like they were having a nice little casual conversation. And they were walking down the hallway. And then James Storm says that, hey, do you hear a train? And Mickie James is all like, train? What train? And then James Storm goes on to say, I think your cell phone is going off, Mickie. And then later on, Mickie James is like, it's not my phone. Oh, we have the same phone. And then James Storm goes and hockey checks her. Mickie James falls. And apparently she gets run over by a fucking train. Now, you don't see this footage of, like, Mickie James getting hit by a fucking train. But it's just hilarious to me that they just kill off a character on TNA like this, and now they're trying to make like a Magnus and James Storm feud like more personal. Like, this is how bad professional wrestling is nowadays, where we're killing people off and for the dumbest reasons and stuff like
This
that.
sounds like something Vince Russo would have done.
Yes, exactly. And here's the thing. And oh God, TNA, why? Okay, here's the thing. If Mickie James ever comes back on TNA TV, people have the right to make fun of us as wrestling fans.
Mm-hmm.
Period. There is no reason why she should ever be back on TNA TV ever. Not even as like a fucking ghostly figure ever. But that's TNA for you. It's the same.
Ghost Mickie James.
Hey, yeah, that well, you want Ghost Mickie James or zombie fucking Angelina Love in winter?
Yeah. Speaking of ghosts, Lucha Underground has a ghost character. I'm not going to spoil it because Gold Standard Ross has not seen it yet. But if you guys know what I'm talking about, that's something that what I'm talking about. Why I can't get into Lucha Underground. Like, they have this dude die on TV. Like, they literally killed him. They literally talked about, like, Vampiro was talking about how he was dead and went to go check on this dude after the match. Like, this dude died, and now he's back as a ghost making out with Maxine. It's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. That's the reason why I can't get into Lucha Underground. They can go on there and wrestle great matches all they want. I don't give a fuck. When you have stupid storylines like that doesn't help professional wrestling. That hurts professional wrestling. So
Wait, if he's back as a ghost, that means nobody can see him. Right?
No. People can see him. Ross, when you watch, you'll understand what Maxine's character is.
If he's a ghost, then like shouldn't he be like he should not be losing matches because no one can like grab him. He's a ghost. Like
No. Like I said, you need to watch Lucha Underground and understand Maxine's powers to why he can wrestle.
From NXT.
Yes, it's the same Maxine from NXT.
What? She's still going?
Yeah, she's still fucking hot too. She's still fucking hot. I thought Maxine was beautiful. I don't care what anyone says.
Dating Johnny Curtis and Derek Bateman, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember. Fucking awful. Oh my god.
Speaking of which, guys, I don't know if you guys would be down for this, but should we do a podcast and preview predictions for TNA Slammiversary?
I honestly
I don't. I think I have probably need to go.
That would inspire me to watch.
I haven't watched. I think the last TNA pay-per-view what was the Jeff Hardy Austin Aries?
Bound for Glory 2012, 13?
I think that was the last. Was that the last show?
Mine was Lockdown San Antonio because it was just in San Antonio.
Something because that was Bully Ray, right? That was
when Bully Ray won, yeah.
I saw parts of that. I think that was the last TNA show like I ordered. Then they had the Aces and Eights stuff, and then I didn't. I can't honestly. It's been so fucking. I can't remember. Oh right, because Devon was that one with the. That was when Devon was under the mask at that.
Yeah.
2012. Okay.
I don't know. This time
One of the funniest I've ever seen when they unmasked the first Aces and Eights, and it was Devon Dudley. That was hilarious. He just had the stupidest look on his face. How did Aces and Eights break up again?
Well, we're not going to explain that on here. Maybe when we do a TNA.
This will be Money in the Bank.
Yeah, maybe if there's a TNA eulogy podcast, like if they don't get picked up by another network, then we'll do something like that where we discuss the greatness of TNA and the bad of TNA. But I just wanted to bring up something to talk about before Money in the Bank, because we normally do this where we like to show the viewers we're not just here to talk about just the card at hand. We like to talk about all things professional wrestling. So yeah, let's get started with Money in the Bank 2015 live on the WWE Network, which is free for all you fucking new members of June. You know what, WWE? I'm pissed off at you. I'm pissed off because here I am, a loyal subscriber. I've been subscribed since the network came out. Yes, since the first fucking month the network came out, I've been subscribed to your goddamn network, and I haven't got no free month. No, I've been sitting here paying $9.99 every single damn month, and yet every other month you fuckers go on and give the network for free. Here's the thing, WWE. Instead of doing this, pissing me off as a subscriber, why don't you do this? Why don't you sit here and do this, where you say to yourself, oh, how about if you sign up, the first 30 days are free? Just like a Netflix does with their service provider, is if you sign up for Netflix, you get the first 30 days for free. Why don't you set that up? Because you're giving away the months for free anyways. We all know July with Battleground is going to be free. We all know August is going to be free with SummerSlam. Why not just say the...
SummerSlam won't be free. I can guarantee that.
They will make it free. They will.
Yeah, man.
They will.
I don't know about next. I don't see WWE doing it next. Well, they probably gonna need for Battleground. It's gonna be either or. Either July is gonna be free or August is gonna be free. I don't think it's gonna be 3 months in a row. I really don't, because that's not good business practices.
Yeah, and like I said, like people don't know or understand the WWE Network right now. It's not really that successful in terms of an overall media market. For us wrestling fans, it's probably the coolest thing. You know, we love it, we enjoy it. But media market-wise, it's not really that successful. So the WWE needs to do something to get like a huge subscriber amount by the end of the year. They need to at least reach 3 million subscribers to make it like of a huge profit, because they can't be stuck at 1.2 billion, especially if you look at the ratings that Raw does. Raw gets at least a 3.0 rating, 3.8 rating every single week. So when it comes down to it, if you do the 3.8, that's at least 5 to 6 million viewers watching your show each and every week, but only 1.2 of those 5 million viewers are subscribed to your WWE network. That right there does not add up, and that's a problem. So they need to raise up the subscriber count. I don't know what their subscriber count is right now, but apparently they're at 1.3 or 1.2 million, which is good by them, but they need to reach a big number by the end of the year just for this to be profitable.
I don't know what WWE needs to do to fucking to get more subscribers. I mean, they're doing original content. They did fucking Elimination Chamber. They're doing, the Attitude Era Raws, WCW Nitro. You have all the pay-per-views. Like, even if you do not like fucking, today's wrestling, let's say you don't like fucking WWE right now, you still have all good content on there. Fucking, Attitude Era, or maybe maybe you want to watch Total Divas, or maybe you want to watch Total Divas on demand. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's really, if you are a wrestling fan of WWE, $10 a month should not be a fucking problem for you whatsoever.
Yeah, I just think it comes down to that wrestling fans, let's just face it, they're cheap. I like, it's true. I think wrestling fans are some of the cheapest motherfuckers in the world. I don't think
more than cheap. Is this fucking... It's not like they're asking for an arm and a leg. It's only $10 a month.
Yeah, seriously, they're only asking for $10 a month, and they provide you with a shit ton of content.
It's dumb. It's the fact that they just recently got the network. So, like, I'm from Canada, right? For those who don't know, they just recently got the network up here, and there's still a bunch of stupid things about it. Like, we have a TV channel for the network, like through your cable, and I think you can still sign up for an account online, but like, it comes down to your TV. We pay like $11 with the dollar. I think your dollar is so we pay $11. I don't pay shit, but
is the TV like the live feed?
I'm guessing it would be the live feed.
Is the TV just a live feed? That's how it's going to be.
It's like the channel is just what they would play, like
when they're playing.
Yeah,
which is still good if you think about it, because you can still get, like, they'll play like Saturday night's main event, they'll play a pay-per-view every Sunday, so it's still good, in my opinion at least. I mean, it's still good content.
We still get the on content, but there's things like I can't download it on my PlayStation because my PlayStation wasn't made in America, and like there's just a bunch of weird like restrictions. So like I can pull it up on my laptop and I can pull it up on my phone. So if I had like a tablet or something, that'd be ideal. But it took them so long to get out of the States. I guess they were trying to launch it in America first, and then if it worked, expand it. But that was one of the reasons why so many people didn't subscribe to it in the first place, because like there's like it's not just in the States where like all the wrestling fans are, it's worldwide. And when the only people that can download the network are your fans in America, it's like, well, fuck. Like, there's 7 billion people on the earth, and what, America, like 300 million? So like,
yeah.
So yeah, and so there's so many people who couldn't buy the network. So thank fuck it's going around now, and you can get it in the UK. I mean, there were always like ways around it. Like my PlayStation had the DNS, and I used Chases, right? So,
imagine if WWE is hearing this right now, and fucking Vince McMahon's listening to this podcast, like, that's illegal.
Hunts down Ace and cancels my network. I'll be like, Vince, I've been paying since February, asshole.
That's like an Ace account.
No, but like, yeah, I think that's what hurt, the network. First off, is that the fact that they did just release it in like February, just kind of casually, but they didn't allow it worldwide. It was kind of like a spin in the face of people who wanted the network really bad, because here it is for Americans, like, oh yeah, we get the network right away, and the first pay-per-view we're going to get on the network is the grandest show of them all, WrestleMania, and then like with them, by the time the network comes around.
I'm gonna be completely honest real quick, because I think what it was just beta testing for America, because remember like the first couple weeks everybody had problems with the WWE.
Oh yeah, it was you couldn't even watch anything.
I thought it was pretty much beta testing, at least for the first couple months, and once people realized like, oh, I just have a shitty internet connection. That's why I'm not getting WWE Network, because I have a shitty internet connection. Those things, worked itself out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like to me personally, like I like the network. Like I understand where there's some people who don't want the network, but if you're someone that likes professional wrestling, like I don't see what you have to complain about the network.
I just don't get it. And just a quick little story. I have a buddy that I work with, and he likes wrestling, and pretty much he's more into early '90s to mid '90s wrestling, and he likes the early days of Raw. So he was like, "Yeah, I was watching the early days of Raw, like in 1994, and build up to WrestleMania 10, but it only went up to it was like February or something like that. I'm like, you just buy the WWE Network for $9.99 a month. You don't have to worry about that." And he was like, "Yeah, you're right, but I don't want to pay for it because I don't like today's wrestling." I'm like, it's more than today's wrestling. I don't get what people don't get. You don't have to watch today's content in order to enjoy the WWE Network.
Exactly. I think like that's like the common misconception about the network, is that like, oh, you have to watch today's product, because one of the biggest selling points to the network for a lot of wrestling fans today that have it is the fact, oh, we get all the pay-per-views on there for just $9.99 a month. Sweet. Like we're paying pretty much like $60 to get 12 pay-per-views, if not even more, a year. So like that's like a selling point for a lot of people who currently watch wrestling. But even when I know like there's gonna be points when I get older and I'm not gonna really be watching that much professional wrestling. I'm still gonna be a subscriber to the network no matter how long it is, just because it's just like, hey dude, like I have a place where I can watch, some of my favorite old shows, or I have a place where I can watch some old wrestling if I feel like it. It's like, that's why I keep my Netflix account. I'm not on my Netflix account 24/7, but yet I keep it around because it's good, because there's TV shows I like to watch on there.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't get it. And like, even like some of the original content, I think is gonna be like when Swerve. I think that's probably gonna be pretty funny.
Yeah,
at least for a few episodes. I mean, they just things like fucking Renee Young staying in a fucking coffee shop with Seth Rollins talking about random shit. You know what I mean? Like you can see different sides. To your favorite wrestlers. You know what I mean?
And I think to add on to like the network being free for new subscribers and not for the people who already subscribed like pretty much since day one. If they can't give us it for free, which I can understand because then nobody's paying for it. At the very least, send all your loyal subscribers like $5 off your next WWE shop order.
Or yeah, like some coupon for your WWE shopper. I agree with that. Like say like, hey, like get some loyalty out of this. Like, you know, you guys sell merchandise that a lot of fans want to buy. You know, give us some loyalty rewards. Just say like, hey, we realized you've been a loyal subscriber for over a year now. Here's a special coupon where you can get 20% off your next WWE shop order.
Or buy the CM Punk prices at clearance. Like.
Exactly.
Like it's like a secret link that only people who are subscribed to the network can see, and it shows like things marked down just for us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know why I think we'll give people more subscribers on WWE Network? And well, you still have your $9.99 base price, but like maybe if you have like a pricing where it's a little bit under that, like let's say the $9.99, they get you like the pay-per-views and stuff. But like if you have like the $4.99, and like that gets you like content, like all those cool pay-per-views and things of that nature.
Yeah, kind of like what Netflix has, what they're like, like where Netflix, like you can just get Netflix for $7.99, but if you want like the Netflix where you could have like 4 different or 5 different accounts, that's like $11.99 a month.
Yeah, so. I mean, there's plenty of room. I mean, maybe have 3 tiers, like the $4.99, the $9.99 regular pack, and maybe like they'll do like a $12.99. And with that, like you'll get access to exclusive content first. So, like for example, like what if they're gonna be playing like a WWE countdown on the top 10 that's not supposed to appear for another week, but you get to watch it a week early.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be cool.
Yeah, things like that. But and maybe I should be a market for WWE. Damn.
Yeah. Well, something that I was also going to say is that if you guys do want 10% off of your next WWE order, WWE has a lot of t-shirts coming out now. You know, there's like 8 Kevin Owens shirts right now on WWE Shop, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to get those. Samoa Joe's t-shirt is coming out soon. You know, they just repackaged on those.
Actually just mine shipped today.
Oh, really? All right. So, yeah, Samoa Joe's shirt is now available on WWE Shop. If you want some John Cena merchandise for your kids, maybe your dad's a big Roman Reigns fan, you can enter a chance to win a Money in the Bank briefcase. That's right. If you go on WWEshop.com, the first thing that's going to appear on there is a big fucking Triple H picture, and Triple H is going to be like, want to enter a Money in the Bank contest? And so pretty much, this is the funniest thing I've ever done. So you go on WWEshop.com, a big picture of Triple H shows up. You click yes, and pretty much they give you like a little survey, and you just fill it out. And what you win is it's like you're entering a sweepstakes, and if you win, you get a Money in the Bank briefcase, one of those commemorative briefcases, and a contract signed by Paul Levesque himself.
Oh.
Yeah, so you get the actual contract, and one of the things that on the survey is this: is like you do realize that this is not a real briefcase, and this is all just for promotional, correct? You cannot cash this in. Like it pretty much tells you can't cash it in at any time, anywhere. And to enter, you have to say yes. You do realize that this is just a promotional item and not the real thing.
Just like jump in the barricade.
he's like, but I won the briefcase.
Imagine the you know how the internet's like really like important today. Imagine back in like 1999, and like let's say we had the same technology today back then. Imagine 1999, like but they'll do that same thing with the Money Bank briefcase, but with the hardcore title. Like you're not the hardcore champion.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can enter for a Money in the Bank briefcase with a Paul Levesque signed actual contract that's inside the briefcase. And when you enter, they say thank you, and they give you 10% off your WWE shop order. So that's pretty cool, especially with the new T-shirts that are coming out. You know, a lot of wrestling fans want those. And if you win, you win. You get something cool out of it, you know, like a Money in the Bank briefcase. I think that's a cool little prop. I like that prop. And, you know, you get a freaking signed Triple H. Actually, Paul Levesque. It's breaking kayfabe here. You get a Paul Levesque signature. You don't get this bullshit Triple H best for business shit. You get the real deal. Paul Levesque. Breaking kayfabe.
Maybe that's what do it just because you think it's real.
Yeah, exactly. I just like how that's one of the options on there. Like you do realize this is a fake briefcase, and it's like, no shit, I'm not stupid.
I'm pretty sure there's one fat 4-year-old person out there that probably thinks it's real. Still really
Hey, don't pick on those people. They're the bone of this whole company, man.
Exactly. All right, so we talked about all this stuff in wrestling. Let's actually talk about Money in the Bank 2015. We have a pre-show. I'm pretty sure the pre-show panel is going to feature, Booker T being dumb, Renee Young doing nothing, Corey Graves being boring, and Byron Saxton trying to decide, what personality he is that day. It's going to not be eventful. But we have R-Truth, who probably had one of the funniest segments in Raw in a long time, taking on King Barrett in a singles match. None of these guys are in the Money in the Bank ladder match. That makes no sense to me. But yeah, so let's just be real here. Who gives a fuck who wins? I hope R-Truth wins because he's more entertaining. They just ruined King Barrett. He had a good thing going with the Bad News Barrett gimmick, and they just ripped it away, and now he's the lame, boring King gimmick, and they like making their guys lose on pay-per-view for whatever reason. So yeah, R-Truth is going to win for me, hopefully, because he's more entertaining than King Barrett. What about you guys?
I think, what I think they're going to do, actually? I think there's going to be like a last-minute thing, because, okay, so the Money in the Bank has 7 people, and that's just a weird number. So I think they're going to make some weird breaking announcement that the winner of this is going to get a shot in Money in the Bank. And I think Truth's going to win, actually. But, he's not going to win Money in the Bank. But because of that thing on Raw, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I think, someone will come out and be like, the winner of this match gets the final spot in Money in the Bank. And then I think Truth's going to win it. Because, fuck it, why not?
The whole King Barrett shit, this is why I really wish that they really would do something when you win the tournament. If you win the tournament, you get a shot for the title. Or at the next pay-per-view, if you win the tournament, this just proves why the King of the Ring does. This is why I don't even have the King of the Ring no more, because they don't even do shit with it. The last King, who was the last King report? It was Sheamus, right?
Yeah.
2010. Yeah, 2010, 2011. They didn't really do shit with him either. So it's like, have it mean something. Like the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal, that doesn't mean shit. Where's Big Show's trophy? It's so important to him, right? Where's his trophy? He brought out the week after, the night after WrestleMania. Haven't seen it since. So just these little gimmicks and stuff that with WWE does is just, it's not even for story progression. It's just for they just love gimmicks, so let's just do gimmicks. So, but for the prediction for the match, I'm gonna go with R-Truth just because they're just doing King Barrett very wrong. So
yeah, and that was my problem with them giving Barrett the money, this title, the King of the Ring title, because it just starts up the Barrett hype train again, where people are like, oh man, Barrett wins this, special honor and all this other stuff. He's going to get pushed to the moon, and then he ends up jobbing like he normally does when he gets something. It's just, once again, sets up the Barrett hype train that ultimately never is.
Yeah. I'm actually going to be probably the only one to pick Barrett. I don't know. I think Truth is just a comedy act.
He's the new Sensi, I think.
Yeah.
Say.
Yeah, pretty much. I think Barrett will probably win by
All right. Up next, we have the Divas Championship match. Nikki Bella, Fearless Nikki taking on Paige. Who gives a fuck who wins? It doesn't matter. Doesn't affect my life. I don't care about these Divas title matches. All these feuds are dumb. The twin magic stuff is stupid, especially since Nikki's boobs are bigger than Bree's. It's true. It's dumb. I'm sorry. I get it. It's like, oh well, that gains heel heat. No, it's just stupid. It just shows how stupid the referees are. People were like, oh, the referees are stupid for not noticing the boob difference. Well, these are the same referees that got Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods confused. Okay, so I don't think these are the smartest people in the world. So, I don't care who wins, Fearless Nikki, because it seems like they're not taking the belt off her. I think they're trying to still build up to some Bella versus Bella match. You know, I feel like that's the ultimate goal for the WWE. You know, they just want that match. Paige, you know, she's just been weird. Like, she hasn't been like, you know, she started off really good last year, had a really good storyline with AJ Lee. Then after that, she's just kind of been eh. And then the time when she was taking to film the movie with The Miz, Santa Little Helper, she just kind of hasn't been able to gain momentum. She's not, it's not like, you know, she doesn't feel fresh anymore. She just feels like every other broken down toy by the WWE, where they're trying to make them feel like a big deal. Like, the only reason why she's getting pushed is because she has such a big following, like a big fan base behind her. But if she didn't have a fan base behind her, she would be like Alicia Fox and Rosa Mendez and all these other damn divas that aren't really doing anything on the roster. So Nikki Bella's going to win. Hashtag Fearless Nikki. Hashtag Bree Mode. Hashtag Give Divas a Chance. Hashtag Who Gives a Fuck.
Here's my thing. So the Bellas are now apparently heel again, or I mean that's what it seems like that they're heel again. Tell me why, and maybe I'm probably the only one that knows this, but tell me why did Nikki Bella, when she came out to the ring on Monday, slap hands with the fans? If you're supposed to be heel, I mean, if you're supposed to be a heel, why slap hands with the fans? It makes no sense. The logic, there's none there in the Divas division whatsoever. I believe Paige should be champion, or Natalia, or somebody that. Now, granted, for that, I think the Bellas they've dramatically improved since they came into WWE.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so they're pretty much decent wrestlers, and you know, I mean, they're better than Marie and Rosa Mendez and Summer Rae. You know, so they improved dramatically, but it's just like they're always they're John Cena. The Bellas are John Cena of the Divas division, and I cannot wait until maybe like 10 years from now, when like Paige is gone from the company, when Natalia's gone from the company, and they're doing shoot interviews for RF, and they're talking about the Bellas, because it's gonna happen, and that's something that I will be very much interested in sometime down the road. But for a winner, I guess I'll go with the Nikki Bella, because I think they're gonna have something big for SummerSlam with the Bellas. So
yeah, I don't see any way Paige is gonna win this. Especially because they keep talking. I've noticed on when I actually watch Raw that every time they have Paige out there, they always talk about how she's about to tie for the most Diva Championship reigns, which is whatever. It doesn't mean anything.
It's just fucking Chris.
At the same time, I feel like they're going to try to make that a little more important down the road. It's not going to work, but so for now, yeah, I just see Nikki winning, and then they'll probably do some Bella thing at SummerSlam, or
or maybe instead with the Bellas, I think maybe probably new NXT Diva comes in.
Yeah, maybe Charlotte gets called
how about Sasha? How about Sasha Banks?
I didn't want to say Charlotte, but I was thinking Charlotte maybe will probably be coming in around SummerSlam.
No, it should be Sasha Banks. I love Sasha.
They can both get called up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I like that's how sad it is. Like, I'd rather see your developmental divas go at it than your main roster divas. It's just sad. Ross, what's your prediction for this match?
I could see Paige winning, just because last week it seems like Paige was gonna win the belt, but they did the twin magic, so I guess holding it off, kind of like that time Caitlyn was gonna win the belt or something. And I think they postponed it, and then they had her win it in her hometown or something. So I don't know, maybe they could have Paige win. I think there's a really good chance, but I'm going to predict Nikki.
Oh, wow. Ross is finally predicting Nikki Bella. After many months of believing Naomi was going to win the Divas title, he's finally realizing Fearless Nikki better than all.
Yep. So now that I'm predicting Nikki
Ross, just know you predicted the right choice. No way Nikki Bella is losing that goddamn belt. Just like there's no way.
She is fucking John Cena. I should have been. We should have been realizing this the whole time. She's fucking John Cena, so I know she has big fucking influences in the back, like.
Oh yeah.
But it probably goes something like this. Oh, Paige is gonna go over. No.
I mean, she and Brie have to be like the highest paid divas right now in the WWE.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
They have to be.
I guarantee they're getting at least $1 million plus a year, and all the other, different probably mid six figures.
Yeah, or low six figures if anything, because like most of the divas don't really make that much money anyways.
Or maybe if you're lucky, you make $10,000 a year sucking dick.
Hashtag all red everything. But like Nikki Bella, who won't lose her championship, the Ryback is not going to lose his championship to the fucking Big Show. Like, this is pathetic. I don't get this feud whatsoever. Well, what is it with you, WWE, trying to ruin my boy, the Ryback? Here's a guy that I like a lot. I've always been on the Ryback train. I've always liked him. I felt he should have won the title at Hell in a Cell 2012. I don't need to show my fandom of Ryback. Just know I'm a huge Ryback fan. I love this dude. And it's just like every time this guy is gaining traction or doing something, y'all like to do stuff that make us not want to care about him. He comes back as a baby face. He's like the X Factor to Team Cena. You eliminate him like in the first 5 minutes. And then afterwards, you have him feuding with Kane. Who the fuck cares about that? Then later on this year at WrestleMania, it seems like you're building a feud with him and Rusev. And it's like, oh yeah, the big guy. He's going to stop Rusev. He's going to beat the Brute. LOL, fuck that. We're going to fire him off TV so y'all can forget that feud. And John Cena's going to want to beat Rusev. And Ryback's going to do job duty in the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. And now here's Ryback, coming off a feud with Bray Wyatt. Not really with any traction. You give him the IC belt to a lot of people's surprise because I'm being real here. I don't think anyone really thought Ryback was going to walk out as IC champion, at Elimination Chamber.
That never happened.
Yeah. Ross.
Sheamus is the Intercontinental Champion.
Well, what do you, Ross? He lost. He tried to cheat.
His pod wasn't open on time, and if he would have gotten open on time, he would have eliminated Ryback. So, yep, Sheamus is the...
Sheamus fixed the pod. He put his cross there.
No, but it was delayed by a few minutes. He would have eliminated Ryback if he would have gotten out.
No, I saw a bootleg version. I thought R-Truth won that match.
Whoever... Well, like I said, no one thought Ryback was going to win the IC title, and he wins it. And you would think, like, you would revisit the Bray Wyatt feud because, that Ryback kind of lost to Bray Wyatt, and it would give Bray Wyatt a chance against the IC champion. But no, instead, you bring back the fucking Big Show, and it's like you want us to care that Ryback's going to face the Big Show. No one cares. No one cares. The one thing that we want to see Ryback do possibly is like shell-shock the Big Show, but you gave that away free on TV on Raw. Like, that's the whole point of Big Show nowadays, is to kind of like show off that, oh my God, people can lift a giant. And stuff like that. It's like you're impressed that he can lift this heavy set man. But instead, it's just like you ruined that moment. And I don't care about this match. Like Big Show and Ryback, I'm pretty sure they'll put on a good big man match. Big Show can wrestle with a lot of big men really, really good. But it's just like I don't care about this feud. I really just don't. If Big Show wins the IC title, it's a joke. It is a total joke if he wins the IC title. But he ain't. Ryback is going to win. Feed me more. And let's get him a better feud. Big Show is just a joke.
Yeah, no, there's no way Ryback's not retaining the belt. I didn't even know until, like, just before the podcast that Ryback and Big Show were fighting. So...
wasn't The Miz involved in this? I thought it was going to be, like, a triple threat.
No, The Miz was just doing Miz TV stuff.
Yeah, and what is he doing?
So he's not in this match at all?
No.
No, God, no.
He's probably going to be at the event trying to sign copies of the Marine 4 on Blu-ray. Doing something like that.
Oh, God. Well, I mean, with this match here, I mean, this is why I hate the booking of WWE. If I was booking this, well, I mean, I used to book shit, but that's another story. This is what you do with Ryback and Big Show. All you gotta do is have Big Show beat down Ryback, and beat down Ryback, so Ryback could come out of the ashes and beat Big Show at the pay-per-view. But now, since Chase, said that they gave away the shell shock, and that's the only reason why people want to see the match, why am I watching this match? So, in my opinion, disqualification. Fuck it, no one wins. Someone's telling gonna win, but fuck it. It's a disqualification. I don't care about this match. The Big Show. I mean, he's a good big man wrestler. For a big man, he's not technical, but he's great at what he does. But, Ryback, he's improved over the ring. But this match is gonna be ass. It's gonna be balls. This is not like fucking Big Show versus Mark Henry from Money in the Bank 2011. Where that was actually a good match, and fucking Mark Henry was doing drop kicks and shit.
Yeah.
Match. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna be anything like that. This is gonna be ass. This is gonna be horrible. I'm probably will be in the restroom during this match.
All right, rosters.
I just don't care. I just don't care. Sheamus is gonna interfere in this match.
He's in the Money in the Bank.
No, he's gonna. No, you know what? He can have both. He's gonna interfere in this match, and he's gonna basically say, "I should have been the champ," and he's gonna bro kick them both and leave. And this match is gonna be a no contest. And then Sheamus is gonna go on win the Money in the Bank, and yeah, so.
All right.
Basically, this match, no contest.
Acers, what about you?
Yeah, no, like I was saying earlier, Ryback's gonna win. See, like you said, the only reason I would have wanted to see this match is to see Ryback pick up Big Show. I mean, I didn't see him pick up Big Show on Raw, so I guess technically, but since the network's free anyways, I mean, you say they're giving it away free on TV, well, they're getting the fucking pay-per-view for free too, so whatever. He shell shocks him both times, and Ryback wins. That's, yeah.
All right. The New Day is going to take on the Primetime players. New Day is going to retain the tag belts. I'm already accepting it. It's sad, but it's true. It's going to happen. The tag team division, I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, they can put on all the good matches in the world, but seriously, there's no teams I care about. It's sad that I don't care about any of these teams. So yeah, New Day is going to retain. They're going to be hashtag positive. What was their stupid hashtag they do? Positive for claps or some shit like that? I don't even care.
I don't even know.
Hashtag who gives a fuck. New Day retains. And it's sad because I like the primetime players. I want them to win. But I know they're not going to. I mean, I already see the team. It's Big E and Xavier Woods. I already know Xavier Woods is going to win because, like, he kicks Darren Young in the nuts or something. So, yeah. Big E, Xavier Woods. Still the tag team champions. Everyone else's thoughts on this?
I was just gonna say, I don't want to say that they aren't gonna do anything with the primetime players because it looked like they were, and I don't want to be negative about it, but I feel like, yeah, New Day's just gonna cheat and retain and keep the belts for a little bit longer. So yeah.
Yeah, at least I know that I'm gonna be happy and guaranteed that at least one set of black people are gonna win. At least that's gonna be a good thing about this match. Actually, I think this may be one of the other than Money in the Bank match, I think it's gonna be a good match. But I mean, you can only get so far with good matches. This hence why Ring of Honor is not fucking the #1 company in the world, because you can't get anywhere with good matches and storylines. Yeah, but what's the storyline to this match?
There really isn't.
There's really no storyline to the match. Yeah, okay, yeah, the primetime players are the #1 contenders. But what's the storyline to the match? Why do I care that these two are going up against? I don't. The tag team titles, obviously it's because of tag team titles. But where's the storyline into the match? And right now, there's no storyline for me to care. All four are good performers. I think they may, because they've been doing a lot of focus on Tyson O'Neil. I hope they don't break up the primetime players again. because they have been focusing on Titus O'Neil a little bit as of late. If you notice in the matches, had to begin as hot spot stand. But other than that, New Day's gonna win. I was gonna see Xavier Woods. I'm actually excited to see Xavier Woods to actually wrestle a real full match, because even in Elimination Chamber, like, he was really taking a lot of rest spots. So in this match here, it's probably like his first real match he's doing in like fucking months.
Yeah.
Months. So so I guess that's a bright side to it. But I mean, overall, I don't really care about the match. New Day wins.
Yeah. New Day is gonna win the match, even though the Primetime players. It would seem like it'd be a good time to give them the belts. I mean, they've never even been champions before. They got crime time syndrome over there.
Yo. Chad Gaspard, JTJ. It's crime time.
Brooklyn. Yeah. I got a feeling they're just gonna keep the belts on the New Day until like SummerSlam or Night of Champions. That's when I see them losing the belts. I don't know who they're gonna lose them to yet, but I think they're gonna drag it out another 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Lucha. That's my prediction, but whatever.
Yeah, that might be who's winning the belt. Or they're wait for the Usos to come out.
I'm on top.
Jimmy or Jey Uso supposed to be out?
Jey Uso should be returning around SummerSlam time.
So yeah, they might just wait for the Usos to come back. Honestly, that's probably what they're going to do.
And also, it wouldn't be that bad, because I'm not going to lie, I do miss the Usos. I miss when they used to come out and be like, "What's up?"
With the fans. Like, that's one thing people say, "Oh, the Usos are boy." They're over. They're over with the fans. If the fans are reacting to them, and those, and you know, there's only 4 tag teams in WWE. The Primetime players, they're over. People are doing the dances. The New Day's over because they got them in the palm of their hand when they're doing their clap, and everybody's saying New Day sucks. They're the highest tag team in wrestling, period, right now, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Then you got the Usos, of course. You know, the fans are behind them. And Lucha Dragons. Lucha. So.
Yeah, and Ken Cesaro are no longer a tag team. Tyson Kidd once again got injured. Sad.
Yeah,
but
that's sad.
that guy can never stay healthy. That dude's been plagued with injuries his whole career. He's such a talented performer.
He can never catch a break.
Exactly.
Well, technically.
But the Usos, one of the best tag teams in professional wrestling.
I'm not really care to see the Usos again is because I haven't seen them in a while. But then once they're on TV, like fucking every week in a 6-man tag, I'll be.
So you don't know what you got till it's gone. You don't know what you got till it's gone. So.
Yeah, no, because I'd say this: the Usos are probably the best PG era tag team when it comes down to WWE. Like, when you look at WWE tag teams, they're up there on the list. Like, they're not like top 10 of tag teams of all time, but they're definitely like a top 20 team of all time. Like, if you want to look at it,
because there's a lot of great. I don't want to bore anybody.
I'm saying just WWE wise. Yeah, I'm not saying WCW, AWA.
I'll probably say top 20.
And WWE. If you're looking at just the WWE history, I'm not talking about all time wrestling history.
I'll probably go top 20.
But they're like the best PG. They're like the best PG era tag team like ever. They're number one in the PG era.
If you go from like Golden Age era to like the now, it's pretty good. Like Demolition and Legion do. Then you got the New Age Outlaws, the Arms, and Eddie Christian, and
the Dudleys. Yeah. So the Usos should return soon, and we will get good tag team matches again with the New Day. Now are 3 matches that I think a lot of us do care about. These are like the more interesting matches on the card. World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins is going to take on the so-called World Heavyweight Champion Dean Ambrose in a ladder match for the WWE Championship. I'm glad that the WWE realized, like, hey, this is Money in the Bank. A lot of people like to see ladder matches, and, they're missing one Money in the Bank match this year because, back in past Money in the Banks, there'd be 2, with the Raw and SmackDown Money in the Banks. But, since they merged the belts, they've now only have 1 Money in the Bank in the year. But it's like, it's always good to have 2 Money in the Banks. Like, if you're going to have a Money in the Bank pay-per-view, it's always good to have two. And even though this isn't a Money in the Bank match, it's good that this is a ladder match between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, because ladder matches are safe bets because no one has to lose clean. The guys look good in the match. It makes a babyface look really, really strong when he's always like taking these crazy ass bumps, but yet somehow he's still climbing the fucking ladder to try to win the belt or whatever. It helps the superstars out a lot. So that's why I like ladder matches. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose should be a good ladder match between these two. Depending on where this is placed on the card, I'm guessing this is going to be placed last. I'm only talking about this first because when it comes down to interest, to me, and especially when it comes down to a pay-per-view called Money in the Bank, your main event should be the Money in the Bank ladder match. That's just me. If you're going to call this show Money in the Bank, the main event should be Money in the Bank. And I'm sorry, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose is not as interesting as John Cena and Kevin Owens to me. But depending if this match is placed last, and we all know who probably is going to win the Money in the Bank, we're not going to really talk about that. We'll talk about that a little bit later. We could expect some bullshit finish here. I expect a bullshit finish, which I'll talk about a little bit later on. But no matter what happens, I still see Seth Rollins walking out as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Sadly.
One thing I wanted to say before I dove into this match was because I don't think we've had a chance to talk about this even off camera, but how confused were you guys when Dean Ambrose won the title at the last pay-per-view? I
knew, because I've been watching wrestling forever, and I've seen it thousands of times, so I knew that there was something fishy was going to, because I'm like, I knew he wasn't, that there was going to put the belt on.
But they put such a name bar at the bottom, and I was like, what? Is this, I didn't believe it. I was like, no.
Yeah.
When it finally happened, I was like, okay, that makes sense. But as for like Chase was saying, this will be a good match for some high spots, and some cool stuff will probably happen, and Dean will probably throw J&J off a fucking ladder or whatever, right? So at the end of the day, I won't fit. I mean, it'll just be the same shit, but I like what they're doing with Seth right now, so hopefully he gets some more interesting stuff down the road, because even though this is Dean and Seth, I don't know, something's missing right now. It's just kind of right now I'm just kind of waiting for Lesnar to come back, so it feels like anything Seth does before that's just filler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which the exact same thing that happened with Cena, after he was like, I'm going to fight you, Rock, in 1 year. So Punk didn't matter, Awesome didn't matter, nothing mattered until we got to Rock and Cena. So that's kind of how
you're telling me that the great Cena and Kane feud ace embraced the hate, John, did not matter?
No, it didn't at all.
You don't feel bad for what he did to Zack Ryder, just choke slamming him?
He stole his girlfriend, and then he fucking... Poor Rock.
You looked at the camera, oh man, that was classic.
With the neck brace in the wheelchair with flowers,
and the chocolates in his hand.
Wasn't Cena married at that time too? What an asshole.
Karma's a bitch. Not that Karma.
Yeah, because John Cena lost to The Rock, his wife divorced him, remember? It was the worst year of Cena's life.
Yeah.
I love when they put that in the video package. John Cena's going through a divorce. Because The Rock beat him at WrestleMania.
Honey, just fuck, okay? Jesus, just give me a break. Damn. John, who cares? It's just a wrestling match. It's more than that to me.
Oh, God.
What were we talking about?
Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a good match. Here's the thing, though. A lot of people complain, when Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston always wrestle each other, John Cena, Randy Orton. I'm not hearing that about Seth Rollins and Dean
Because
Ambrose.
this is one of our favorites, and these guys deserve the spotlight.
I have no problem with it because I like seeing these two go against each other. I guess I just never hear it. Maybe if they wrestle each other next month, which will probably fucking happen, because what do you do with both of these guys for for the next pay per view for it's Battleground, right?
Yeah, Battleground.
Jesus Christ, so stupid people just play war games. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a good match, but I don't know, just filler, and maybe we'll see Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose next month again, and maybe it's I don't know what other gimmick can they do? They did Hell in a Cell. Now they're doing a ladder match. Maybe if they do an Inferno, no, not Inferno match, the Human Torch match.
You mean Ring of Fire?
Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire.
Yeah, Ring of Fire match.
Maybe this is just a setup for Bray Wyatt's return. Bray Wyatt's going to feud with Dean Ambrose again.
Oh God, I just no. It just seems like each wrestler is just recycled. They're just recycled. Like maybe Bray Wyatt doesn't get used for a while. Then let's say he gets used, then Dean Ambrose doesn't get used for a while. Then they just keep recycling wrestlers. How come they just can't do just simple storylines and just stop? I don't know. I guess I'm just thinking too old school, but I mean, I don't know. WWE they have problems with their writing teams, and they have problems with the way they book stuff, and and that's the obvious problem here because we're seeing Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose for the umpteenth time. We already know Seth Rollins is gonna win. Why are you gonna put a match together which we already know the end result? All these matches are pretty much predictable, for the majority of the card. So, but yeah, asshole's gonna win. Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Seth Rollins is gonna win. It should be a really good match though, because they've never had a ladder match. So it'll be a fun match and everything. I at least care about this match more than I did the chamber match. So at least it has that going for it. But yeah, Rollins is just gonna win. I don't know how, but some kind of shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, and apparently J he fell off with Kane, and Kane, is definitely not on his side, so I get no help from the authority. So I guess that's the only intriguing thing about the match, but I mean, he's gonna win still.
Yeah. What do you guys think of Seth Rollins using the pedigree now as a finisher? Because I'm not a big fan of it.
It's done.
I think it's pretty cool, actually. I mean, he's adopting the move that is, I guess, role model right now. Used to use. So it's a nice form of flattery, and then it could lead to a match between them one day.
Possibly, but I mean, it's for obvious reasons. He can't use the curve stomp. If he was gonna do the pedigree, how come he can't just do like the angel wings? Like I think he's strong enough to do that, to a lot of wrestlers. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the pedigree.
He does no more really.
I'm just not a big fan of him using the pedigree because the pedigree is kind of like Triple H's move, and it's just like Seth Rollins doing it. It's just so weird. Like I hate when. Because Triple H has been using it for, the last, 80 years, it feels like. I can't imagine another wrestler using the pedigree.
You could just do the Pepsi plunge.
Imagine Undertaker, giving the rub to fucking, Titus O'Neil's, hey, kid, use the tombstone. Titus O'Neil's fucking tombstoning fucking people now. What the fuck?
Oh god.
Yeah, just has him set up for the tombstone. He's like,
he goes,
he'll have fucking a Big E between his legs, right on his nutsack. Tombstone.
Okay. So we're all predicting Seth Rollins there. Now the next match, once again, is a rematch from last I was about to say last month. Technically, it is last month, but from 2 weeks ago, we saw John Cena versus Kevin Owens. Really good match between both of these guys. You can even call it a great match between these men. And a surprising victory for Kevin Owens, beating John Cena clean. Who would ever thought that? There was no, BS Cena excuse. It wasn't like Cena's balls were hurting or like, Cena's dick was on fire. It was like Cena lost the match. And now he's facing Kevin Owens again. And everyone is expecting this to be, once again, John Cena's win back, because when John Cena loses, he always wins back. He always gets his win back. And then it leads to another event where John Cena wins. And then it leads to an I Quit match where John Cena wins. And then it's just really sad. And then we see Kevin Owens, he's going to have crutches. He's going to talk about how his spirit is broken. He has no title. He has no woman. He is the one that's crushed. And JBL's not going to feel sorry for him. But in all honesty, I don't see that happening. I really feel like right now, Kevin Owens is in the pocket of Triple H, which is a good pocket to be a part of. As you can see by my Skype picture, Triple H just doesn't take friendly pictures with just anyone. Triple H takes friendly pictures with people he likes. And I think Triple H is very high on Kevin Owens and is willing to go to bat for Kevin Owens. And if any of y'all think Triple H doesn't have as much power as he has, like, fuck you. Look at what he's done during his reign of terror of God, when he was like world champion from 2002 through 2005, where he would just bury fucking everyone. Triple H has a lot of power. Let's just be real here. Triple H has a lot of power and pull.
Yeah, that was beautiful TV back then. Just seeing everybody.
I mean, Triple H has the power to put over whoever the hell he wants. And yeah, Vince makes the final call at the end of the day. But when it comes down to it, Triple H, I would say Triple H has more pull than John Cena backstage. Wouldn't you all agree? I would say I think Triple H has more power than Cena.
Oh God, yes, you're fucking stepping into the man. Like, I mean, John Cena, John Cena, he's gonna be away from the company in by the next 5 years. I don't even give him 10 more years in WWE. But Triple H, he's always gonna be there. It's not gonna be a McMahon company. 50 years from now, it's gonna be a fucking Levesque company. I mean. Yeah, Triple H, he's very powerful.
Yeah. So I think he has enough pull, enough power. I don't see this match ending clean. I don't see Kevin Owens beating John Cena 2 pay-per-views in a row. I see this more of a DQ where it's like John Cena does something to get himself disqualified. And it just pisses John Cena off. You can't just have... Because if Kevin Owens beats John Cena twice clean in a row, like 2 times in a row he beats John Cena clean, that's sort of hurts the John Cena character just a little bit. I mean, I get it. A lot of people like seeing Cena lose clean. But there are certain times where you have to kind of keep Cena strong because he is still, the face of the company. He is still the guy that the WWE believes in. They don't have anyone else at this moment of the time, so they still believe in John Cena. And you kind of want to try to keep this feud going because if Kevin Owens beats him again, it's just kind of like, oh, why would I want to pay to see the third match? I mean, really, who cares? But if you add a reasoning why you want to see it, like, John Cena, he gets frustrated, he punches the referee, and it's like, oh, we've never seen this side of Cena before. Cena's so pissed off that he punched the fucking referee. What the hell just happened there? It adds a story, it adds a dimension. It just shows that John Cena is willing to go at any lengths to beat Kevin Owens, and it would make you want to see this match more and more and see the feud as it progresses. So I hope they kind of go on the route where Kevin Owens wins by DQ and, do the right thing with Cena where they develop something where he has some type of edge where he does something to kind of regret what he did. Because that's what should have happened during the Bray Wyatt match at WrestleMania 30 was that Cena should have struck Wyatt with the steel chair and, that would have just been oh shit, Bray Wyatt's in the head of John fucking Cena. There's no way the John Cena we know and we've seen on TV would do something like that. They need to do something like this here to make me really, really kind of be invested in the feud. Either way, I know WWE won't go down that route where they'll have Cena do something desperate because, Cena is, John Cena. He has no emotions. He's a fucking robot. So when it comes down to it, I will probably see, John Cena just probably getting, Kevin Owens getting himself DQ or Kevin Owens walking out via count out because he feels like he's already beaten Cena before, so why should he wrestle him again, just to gain heel heat on himself. Those are fine options, But to me, the best option, the one that will make the most money, is where we show vulnerability to the John Cena character, thus giving Kevin Owens another win over John Cena, but not in a way where it's just like he beat him. It's just like, oh, fucking Cena lost his cool. What happens if Cena was in control? If you get what I'm saying. So I'm predicting Kevin Owens to win, but I hope they don't do it twice in a row where he beats Cena clean, because that'll just be too unrealistic. Because let's be real here. John Cena losing twice in a row clean on pay-per-view, that's just not realistic here. But
Yeah.
John Cena cannot win. Like, John Cena cannot win clean. John Cena cannot win by any measures here. He cannot fucking win, because if he wins, who gives a fuck about this feud? It's just another John Cena feud.
Personally, what I think is going to happen is I think Kevin Owens is going to be about to beat, or he's just going to be beating Cena down. Like, it'll go back and forth, right? He'll be beating Cena down. He keeps checking out. Maybe Owens gets the ref. He gets pissed. I think either Owens is going to bring in a chair, and then Cena's going to use it because he was about to use it, and then he'll get DQ'd.
That's fine with me.
Or Owens is like bringing in a chair, or he could just get straight up DQ'd. Owens could just be like, "Fuck this," beat the shit out of him with a chair, have like a big Cena beat down for 5 minutes. The one thing I think they could do is maybe if Owens brings in a chair or something, and then Cena just uses some way Cena cheats somehow. Like, not that like it's not like overly like, oh my god, Cena cheated. We're just like Cena's, Owens is so strong that Cena had to use like a chair or a turnbuckle, or he had to pull his tights, or just something that Cena wouldn't do. Just because, I mean, it comes and goes, and like sometimes we'll see a Cena feud and we'll be like, wow, he hasn't had a feud like this in a while. I felt that way about the Bray Wyatt feud. There's been a couple instances where you're like, man, maybe this could be different. So I hope it doesn't end like all of Cena's feuds end. But unfortunately, I've been watching this guy for fucking, 10 years on top now. So history would dictate that Cena's going to get his in the end. But I'm really hopeful that Kevin Owens, I think they'll make Kevin Owens look good. No matter what they do, they're going to make him look good somehow. I just really think he could use the win over someone like Cena. But yeah, like it shouldn't be 2 times clean in a row because that just looks weird. Maybe, let's say Cena somehow wins this time. They're about to fight at Battleground. Maybe the match never starts. SummerSlam, the big Cena versus Owens. Put it in a cage. Put it whatever, right? Something big on a big stage. And then Owens wins again. Especially if Owens wins like a no DQ match or something. And then it's like, holy shit, he just beat John Cena. Then you could do shit with Cena, trying to find himself or look for God. I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean?
John Cena looks
But then Owens looks like this beast that's like, holy fuck, he just took 2 or 3 from John Cena. That's John Cena. No one's ever done that. But like I said, no one's ever done that, right? So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm gonna say something DQ-y or something Cena fishy, like using something. It's not gonna be a clean finish, I don't think. Maybe, but I don't think.
Yeah, definitely not going to be a clean finish. There's going to be a lot of shenanigans in this match. My thing is, I'm kind of upset that they're actually having the second match. It was the first match is good, but like, do they need to have the second match this quickly? I mean, that's just me. I mean, that's just me thinking like that because I'm already in the mindset. Okay, Cena's going over, but now we can have Raw and SmackDown, and with these NXT invitations. I think they're gonna try to extend this as much as they can, but I don't want WWE to go WWE on this. So I don't want John Cena just all of a sudden he has to AA, puts him in STI, Owens taps out. If Owens loses clean, it hurts Owens more than anything else. That's the last thing you need to do. It will make NXT look like a joke. Because remember, this is the NXT champion. Mind you, he is the NXT champion. So you gotta make that brand still look strong as well, so people can actually give a fuck. Your casual fans can give a fuck about NXT. So with that being said, there should be like a disqualification or something fishy to happen with this match. But overall, it's either John Cena, he has to win very very crooked-like, holding onto the ropes, holding him tight. Something that John Cena wouldn't necessarily do. Go any lengths to win the match. Or it'll just be like, fucking Kevin Owens, he just rolls out of the ring and, gets counted out or something like that. So, yeah, that's my prediction.
Yeah, because here's the thing, too. I don't want Kevin Owens to get ruined because I just purchased 2 Kevin Owens t-shirts on WWEshop.com. And I don't want to feel like, oh, I just purchased these shirts when this guy was on fire, and then all of a sudden they don't do shit with him, a la CM Punk.
I felt that way when I bought my Alberto Del Rio shirt, a penny shirt.
Okay, so shirt. Yeah, I'm pretty much in agreement with everyone. I don't think Owens needs to lose this match, but if he is gonna lose, then he loses by DQ or count out or something. Like, the way I see this match going down, it would make the most sense if they actually had Owens, look like he's about to lose, and it looks like it's going to go the predictable route. And then Owens is like, well, I've seen this before. I'm not going to give you that satisfaction of pinning me or making me tap out, so I'm just going to walk away, and I'm going to piss you off. And let's see how you react to that, Cena. So, yes, you may have beat me, but you didn't pin me like I pinned you, so, there you go.
Yeah.
The only reason I against that, though, is because then I feel like that would make Kevin Owens kind of look like a bit of a bitch. Just
Well,
like,
it would be like the excuse.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the fucking,
heel.
Not the coward heel, but just like that, just that type of heel where it's like
he's like a bully.
I mean, you didn't pin me, I pinned you, so I'm still better than
Yeah,
you.
he's like a bully. He's like a bully at school.
Yeah.
That's what like Kevin Owens' gimmick is where he's like a bully at school, where he just like pretty much he picks on you, and then sometimes when the fight, like he'll get you every once in a while, but then when you're trying to get on him, he walks away and he goes to the teacher and he be like, oh, you didn't beat me up and stuff like that, like, oh, John was beating me up, Triple H, do something about it, that type of deal. So that's his gimmick.
Back in the day, they would have like time limit draws. What if they just had a time limit draw? Like it looked like Cena was about to win, but time runs.
That would make sense.
Maybe that'll be something to listen out for because when's the last time there's been a time limit draw on WWE TV? Like
I have a 30-minute time limit, 30-minute time limit. It goes the distance, and then.
Yeah, I think it'd be too obvious at that point. They say, "Oh, this match is scheduled for one fall with a 30-minute time limit." Like, why would they? Well, why would they say that in the match?
Mm-hmm. That's why I missed the old time limit draws because that was a good.
That's why you should do that in every match. Because that's one element of wrestling that's taken away from now. That's why you do that in every match. Like this match scheduled for one fall for a 30-minute time. Do that for every match, or for like championship match, say an hour time limit. Even though we know it's not gonna go for an hour or 30 minutes. But
it's just good to have because then like let's just say these guys do go at it for like 30 minutes. Exactly. It's like it leaves you wanting more. It's just like it's like, oh my god, like I remember when TNA was doing that for a little while. Remember when TNA had that with Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy at the No Surrender event?
No Surrender, yeah.
And then like it went to a time limit draw, and then on the fans wanted more, and then they went into overtime.
Yeah, twice.
Mm-hmm.
I think either way, we're gonna get a third match at Battleground.
What, Battleground? Are you sure? I would say SummerSlam.
I don't think they're gonna skip it. No.
Yeah, here's my challenge for that. What does Cena do at SummerSlam? What does Owens do at SummerSlam? Well, honestly, I don't think. Well, you know what? This can happen. Actually, this is what I'm thinking about. Because they have that show on July 4th, right?
Mm-hmm.
SummerSlam is in August. If Kevin Owens loses the title to Finn Balor, then he can challenge for Johnson for the United States Champion at SummerSlam. And he wins, and that'll be the third match.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's just my thinking. I don't know.
Maybe, but I highly doubt Finn Balor is going to beat Kevin Owens. I think they're trying to keep the belt on Kevin Owens until Joe takes it from him.
I don't know. With it being in Japan, I think they might.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe in Japan, because they're not going to have an NXT Championship match in Japan for no reason. And I think that could be that's going to be one match to look out for. I got to pay attention to the build-up of the match to see how it goes. But I think that's just my early prediction. I think Finn Balor could win because Finn Balor's one of them guys. He's gonna be one of them guys in WWE, and you need to, start pushing.
Well, the only problem why I say I don't see that happening is because the NXT TV tapings are coming up soon. So that's why. So I don't see NXT, because knowing NXT's track record, they haven't had it where they've had like 2 episodes where they don't at least mention the champion or have the champion have backstage segments. So it'd be kind of like giving away to the NXT fans that are there that if Finn Balor does win, you just give the title to Finn Balor, and Finn Balor's holding it for those 2 episodes. You're kind of giving away what's going to happen at that July 4th show.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what they go with it.
Yeah. It's kind of like with TNA, what they did. Like, they had where Bobby Roode won the title, and yet they were still filming episodes of Impact where Lashley was champion. And so, like,
that was stupid. That's TNA's fault. Like, they want to fucking, they're filming for episodes in fucking June. They're like, oh, let's film all the way until fucking March next year. Let's just do fucking 20 episodes.
Yeah, no, like they had like a live episode, I remember, and Lashley was still the champion at that live episode because the Impact or Bobby Roode won the title. So they just have it where Bobby Roode gives the title to Lashley, even though like, oh, that's just weird.
Stupid.
Alrighty then. We're talking about the big match, the Money in the Bank ladder match, featuring 7 of the greatest WWE superstars ever. No, I'm just kidding. That's what WWE would tell you. We have Dolph Ziggler, former Mr. Money in the Bank, taking on Corporate Kane, who's also former Mr. Money in the Bank. Kofi Kingston, the current tag team champion. The new sensation and the man that gravity forgot Neville, former Mr. Money in the Bank himself, Randall Keith Orton, Royal Rumble 2015 winner, Roman Reigns, and former World Heavyweight Champion, Sheamus. Really, to be honest here, you look at this feud, the field, you see it. You look at Dolph Ziggler, Kane, and Kofi Kingston, and you laugh because you know they ain't going to do shit. Dolph Ziggler and Kofi Kingston are only there to do the high spots and to give you hope that they're going to win. Kane's only there to do the choke slam spot off the ladder. That's the only reason why these 3 are there. So cut them out of the picture. It's really a 4-man race. But then when you look at it, Neville and Sheamus, LOL, they ain't going to win this match. Sorry, Ross. Your boy Sheamus has no fucking chance of winning this match. You may want to believe that Sheamus is going to walk out his Money in the Bank, but that's just a joke. If anything, Neville's just there to do some red arrow, like everyone's all crowded together, and Neville's on the tallest ladder, and Michael Cole's like, oh, look out, look, what's Neville gonna do? Oh, red arrow, Michael! And then he just does a red arrow from the top of the ladder, fans are chanting, holy shit, and Neville's taken out of the match. And then you look at Sheamus. Sheamus seems like a Final 3 competitor, but really you cross him out. So that leaves Randy Orton and Roman Reigns. And really, to be honest here, they're not going to give this to Randy Orton. Like, what the fuck? Like, Randy Orton has a chance to win because, he is a Triple H boy. He's part of the Breakfast Club. He can definitely, get his way into this match somehow. Just politic and being like, I'm pretty hot right now. You should give me the briefcase, and maybe Lesnar and I feud. Like, Randy Orton can definitely try to politic his way winning. But we all know who's winning this match. It's Roman Reigns. They already told you who's winning from that one episode of Raw where Roman Reigns had like 3 matches in one night. And then last week he kicked off the Money in the Bank promo. And normally when you kick off the Money in the Bank promo, you're pretty much like the favorite to win it. So pretty much Roman Reigns is the guy that's going to win the briefcase. I say it's the right decision because they need to get the briefcase on this guy. I think that they're going to try to turn Roman Reigns heel either here or at Battleground. Not necessarily cash in, but they're going to try to turn him heel around this time because they need to do something for this guy to somehow, some way win the championship because he is a guy WWE's high on, which makes sense. I mean, when you look at the dude, he looks like The Rock with long hair. He's related to the fucking Rock. He's a big dude, a good-looking guy that a lot of women like. Children like him. For whatever reason, guys don't like him. I don't understand why. You guys rather cheer little goats with beards that skip around to the ring and guys who wear eyeliner.
Who's injury prone.
Who's injury prone and guys who wear eyeliner and like to shake their ass to the ring. I don't get it. Roman Reigns is a real man.
I like that ass shaking.
Yeah, well, I don't like the guy liner. That's just weird.
Yeah, that is gay though.
And women's clothing that he's wearing. Dolph Ziggler. You guys can't tell. Roman Reigns is going to win. deal with it, as Batista would say. Deal with it. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, you all are gonna like it, but once he turns heel and he cuts like one of those Batista promos, like Batista, like everyone hated Batista, but yet everyone loves his heel run. Everyone loves heel Batista, sucks heel Batista's dick. They quote, like, people still love the line, "Kissing babies and hugging fat girls, John." Like, everyone still loves that heel Batista. Once Roman Reigns turns heel, all of y'all are gonna be on his dick. Y'all are gonna be like, yeah, this is what Roman Reigns should be all along. This is awesome. And it's like, yeah, it's not going to be good for Roman Reigns because he's just going to become a babyface. Because us people like heels more than babyfaces nowadays. So, yeah, Roman Reigns is going to win. Deal with it. I don't know what else to say about it. I made a whole video talking about why it's good for Roman Reigns to win the Money in the Bank. Regardless if he's a face or heel and how he wins the championship, he needs to win the championship soon. Right now his potential is kind of being stagnant. They need to find a way to reach this guy's full potential, because if it's not him that's going to be pushed as the next top dude, it's going to be deer in the headlights Baron Corbin, and I don't think that's a good option. Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ, indeed, Justin. No one wants to see deer in the headlights. That's just a waste of our time. Huh?
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin?
Oh, that's the NXT dude, right?
Yeah. Looks scared every time he's walking down to the ramp. Looks like he's going to shit his pants. It does. He looks like he's going to shit his pants, man. Like, being real.
Twisting he does, where it's like rock bottom, just kidding, face plant.
Yeah, end of days. Yeah, the end of days. But yeah, Roman Reigns is going to he's definitely going to win this briefcase. Who else could possibly win if not Roman Reigns? Well, like I said, it's between Randy Orton, Neville, or Sheamus. But odds are on it's either Roman Reigns or Randy Orton. And if they want to throw us off a loop and surprise us like they did with Daniel Bryan that one year, it's going to be Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston's like the fuck pick, you know what I'm saying?
And I think that'll probably be the only thing, because, it's not a spoiler because the match it didn't even happen. It hasn't happened yet because you're going to find out already. Kofi Kingston's facing Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
That'll probably be the only thing that would make the match more intriguing, because otherwise the match doesn't make no fucking sense.
Yeah, why is Kofi Kingston facing Brock Lesnar in Japan?
Exactly. So maybe Kofi Kingston wins the Money in the Bank. Hey, okay, maybe you got something there. But let's face it, they're never gonna put a Money in the Bank briefcase on a black person ever. Okay, I never. But quick question, real quick. Other than CM Punk, has anybody else, to your knowledge, and I don't think so, have won Money in the Bank twice?
No, I don't think so.
No one's won Money in the Bank twice. Not. I'm not talking about cash in, because we know Edge stole from Mr. Kennedy, and that's the infamous story about that. But no one's won Money in the Bank twice except for CM Punk.
Yeah, the people that can win it twice they're actually in this match. And Ziggler can win it, Kane and Randy Orton.
Yeah, so that's why I'm scratching those guys out automatically. Ziggler. I mean, I love Ziggler. He's not gonna win. Kane. Why is he even in this match? He's not gonna win. Orton, he's not gonna win. Really, for me personally, it comes down to Roman Reigns. Okay, let me just say this. Roman Reigns is gonna win the match, but let's just talk about if somebody else is gonna win. Who should it be? Maybe Kofi Kingston. He was close last year. There was that big tease last year where he was almost about to win, and it was about to be the impossible thing. But I know you don't like Sheamus right now, Chase, but Sheamus, man.
No, I like Sheamus. I like Sheamus. I'm just saying to Ross that your boy's not going to win.
No, I love Sheamus, but Bella. Well, he's not doing that no more. But I think Sheamus, he's the dark horse. So you better watch out for Sheamus. If Roman Reigns is not going to win, if Roman Reigns doesn't win this match, it will be Sheamus, and that's just my personal opinion.
Sheamus is a white horse.
White.
What?
Yes.
No, I thought Sheamus was going to win Money in the Bank. Like when he returned this year, I was like, oh, they're definitely giving Money in the Bank to Sheamus because he's coming in as a heel. He's one of the guys that can be believable towards Brock Lesnar. But just as of late with his booking, it just doesn't seem like they're booking him to be a Money in the Bank winner. But then again, Jack Swagger did win Money in the Bank, so anything can happen here.
Yeah, Jack Swagger won Money in the Bank.
It's Sheamus. I at the end of the day, I think Roman Reigns is winning Money in the Bank. But if I were to pick someone else, I'd say probably Sheamus. Or it's too soon for Neville. I don't think they're going to give it to Kofi, and I don't want to get people's hopes up. And when Justin started talking about it, he got my hopes up. But I don't think Kofi's getting it. It would be kind of cool, just, watching.
Black. He's black. Like, he's black. WWE doesn't want a black WWE champion. And don't say The Rock. It's not fully black.
The Rock doesn't even admit he's black. The Rock talks about his Samoan heritage more than he's black. Wait, what?
I don't see Justin. Actually, I'm colorblind, so. Kofi, he's black.
I know you see them dreadlocks.
By the way, for anyone who doesn't know, Justin is black, so he's not being racist by saying this. I'm just trying to make it clear to the audience, Justin, because they can't see you, and some people may think you are white. So
I am black.
Yeah, he's black, so Justin can say whatever he wants about his own race.
Yeah.
Can we talk about white people?
Yeah, we can insult white people as much as we want.
Word. Fuck white people.
Hey.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. That's sensitive. What were you saying there, Acers?
No, I was just saying that, it would be kind of cool to see if Kofi did it. He's not going to, but just...
Yeah, because I see him as, that wild... because remember Money in the Bank 2011, the favorites in that match were, Cody Rhodes, Wade Barrett, and, Sheamus. Everyone was choosing those three, to win the briefcase. And then, Daniel Bryan wins, and we're like, the fuck? Kofi Kingston is, perfect dude in this situation where you could literally, throw the briefcase on him, and you're like, the fuck? I didn't see that one coming. Because, let's face it, if you were to choose three favorites out of this pool, if you were to tell people, who do you think the three favorites are in this match? You just read Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, and Sheamus. Those are your three favorites. You would say, yeah, I would like Ziggler and Neville to win, but they're not going to win. And Kane, LOL, it's Kane. And then you ask someone, what about Kofi Kingston? They'll just be looking at you like, what about Kofi Kingston? They won't even have a reaction. They'll just be like, this guy? Really? Kofi Kingston? No. You know what I'm saying? And it would help the New Day out if they did give it to Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you look through the history of the Money in the Bank, they are very notorious for having people who are not expected to win, like Jack Swagger, fucking
Sandow.
Yeah, Sandow.
I didn't have Sandow winning.
Kofi Kingston wins. Oh yeah, he's gonna join Sandow. He's definitely joining.
I mean, Kane, that 1 year, the first Money in the Bank event.
2010. Yeah.
I didn't expect Kane to fucking win. The Miz, I was ecstatic when the Miz won.
I was.
Yeah,
I didn't think he was gonna win, but I thought he was in that talk for favorites. And
yeah.
For me personally, he was in the talk. Kofi Kingston, he's not in the general talk for being a favorite. It's Jordan Ranch.
Yeah, even CM Punk at 25. I don't think CM Punk was being talked about as a favorite for WrestleMania 25. I think people were leaning more towards Christian and MVP.
I don't even think for 24, really.
Yeah, for 24, there's no... when Jeff Hardy was in that match, everyone was like, oh, it's fucking Jeff Hardy. And then when Jeff Hardy got his suspended, it was Chris Jericho. Everyone was kind of going on to Chris Jericho or Mr. Kennedy was going to win again.
Maybe MVP.
Oh, yeah, MVP. Yeah, MVP was on that huge run, yeah. Yeah, like you said, Justin, the Money in the Bank does have a way to surprise people. I won't be against Kofi Kingston winning. It's just that the WWE hasn't presented him as someone that is worthy of winning. I'll be cool with it because, I've always liked Kofi. I've always said many times in Raw reviews in the past, this guy should be pushed more, and especially because WWE needs African-American stars badly. If you look at every major sport, they're dominated by the African-American star. I mean, the best NBA player is an African-American that's, carrying his team in the finals right now.
2009 was the best that we got from Kofi Kingston when he was doing that whole shit with Randy Orton and the paint, and the fucking the fucking stock car or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, this guy, he has the time. I mean, his promos weren't there, but I mean, okay, who else promos are fucking? You're gonna fucking tell me, guys like fucking, like Chris Benoit and Bret Hart, they didn't have like the greatest promos in the world, so what's different from Kofi Kingston? So, I mean, I guess with me, I thought in 2009 he was really gonna get pushed. He had that that good little series with Orton, but Orton was being Orton back then, and
Stupid, fucking
exactly,
stupid.
whatever Orton was, Orton gets. So. So that killed. Like, look at this. It's 2015. Like from 2009 to 2015, how many Intercontinental titles, U.S. titles, has Kofi Kingston won? How many fucking spots of fucking in the fucking Royal Rumble where he's staying on his hands, where he's hopping on one foot, where he's like, like just doing all this weird shit, to get into the ring. I mean, this guy is insanely talented. Probably, and this is probably, probably I don't know if it's out of whack with this, but I think Kofi Kingston's probably the best pure athlete in the WWE period, like ever, in my opinion. If you can compare guys like him, Shelton Benjamin, like pure athletes, I think Kofi Kingston is right up there.
Yeah, he's definitely like between him and Neville, like those are the two best athletes right now in WWE. Because Neville's pretty athletic. Like I know Neville could fly, but that one where he did like the Fosbury flop, and then like the Fosbury flop is a hard move to do. Like AJ Styles doesn't do it anymore, and he's like the one who brought it into wrestling. When Neville did that Fosbury flop outside to Barrett, and then like he went on one knee and he just like fucking did a mini Orton pose. I was like, holy fucking shit! Like I was like, god damn, dude, that takes some serious athleticism for you to land like that. So like him and Neville right now are kind of rivaling on athleticism, especially for what they can do, But yeah, like Kofi Kingston's definitely like the wild card pick. I would say like the guy where it's just like, because like we said, he's facing Brock Lesnar on July 4th at the Japan Super Show. I mean, why else would this fucker be facing Brock Lesnar? Like, what sense does that make? There has to be something they're going to be doing with Kofi. With Reigns, you can make the argument. You could turn Reigns heel anytime. He doesn't really need the Money in the Bank to turn heel on Dean Ambrose. Let's be real here. He doesn't need it.
I mean, and also as well, I mean, my thing is, this has always been my big thing. Like, put the Money in the Bank briefcase on somebody who's actually needed. Yeah. Roman Reigns, he can still get a fucking world title without the Money in the Bank briefcase. Can Kofi Kingston get a world title shot without the Money in the Bank briefcase? No, he can't. So put on guys that will actually need it. Guys like Kofi or Neville or Ziggler, and I mean, obviously we know that Ziggler and Neville's not going to win, but that's, I mean, that's just me though. That's just my.
Yeah, and also one thing is like, I don't really like when big guys win the Money in the Bank because big guys shouldn't need like the heelish like, oh, I'm gonna cash in at any time to beat a smaller dude. Like it's kind of pathetic that Kane couldn't beat Rey Mysterio when Rey Mysterio is healthy. Let's be real here. Like that one year, did Kane really need?
On the same night.
Yeah, exactly. Did Kane really need Jack Swagger to beat up Rey Mysterio so Kane could take on? I'm pretty sure Kane could beat Rey Mysterio clean if needed be. Like I don't think he needed Jack Swagger's assistance to beat the little Rey Mysterio. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't make it believable to me that Roman Reigns would need a contract to it would create good heel heat for Roman Reigns. It would definitely get people pissed off at him, and I would like Roman Reigns to get the title soon because I am a huge fan of his. But really, to be honest, like, does it really make sense that Roman Reigns
and then Roman Reigns can give Sheamus title shots?
Okay, Ross, let's stop there real quick.
Yeah, because he's a nice guy like that. He's like, you know what, Sheamus? I think you're very worthy getting a WWE title shot. So, yep, believe that. Here's your title back.
Can you imagine whenever, because Roman Reigns, he will become champion, but can you imagine him, like, his face promos as champion? I'm the world champion, and I'm about to rain down on this bitch. He just had that little nod. I'm like, oh, God.
Believe that. Yeah, that's the one thing with Roman Reigns. He can't cut a promo. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I love Roman Reigns, but
he's a lot better than he was, though.
Yeah, he's a lot better, but like, just the way he talks, he just feels like a cartoon character.
His shit's written for him. I mean, you can tell his shit's written for him. It's not genuine. Like whoever talks to him backstage, whoever's like fucking Michael Hayes or Roman smiling. I don't know who fucking talks to these guys backstage when they come out, but like they'll say, "Oh yeah, say this, say that." Like, how come they can't just go out there and just say whatever the fuck they want? Like when fucking Roman Reigns was doing that sit down interview, with fucking what was it, with Michael Cole?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Michael Cole and Lesnar there. That was actually a good promo that was cut by Roman Reigns. And I don't think that particular promo was written for him, because I think that generally came from the heart. But when he's out, out in front of the fans, where he's like, "Hey, I want to make it rain down on this bitch," like, oh god.
You're full of self-suffering succotash, son.
Why? He's like, "I'm from Krypton now. I got my Superman punch ready." Or he just says stupid shit like that.
I'm faster than a speeding bullet, stronger than a train. I'm Roman Reigns. Believe that. Like, oh my god, why is he saying this stuff?
I don't know. But it's obviously a lot of that stuff's written from.
Yeah, like when Roman Reigns comes up as that's why I said that, like, he will work better as a heel, because, like, remember when Batista was face? This was a Batista face promo. Congratulations, I want my rematch. Like that was a Batista face promo. It was so boring.
I loved Batista back then.
Yeah, but there's the reason why Batista was successful, was because the WWE put trust in him. Whether the fans really like Batista or not, they put trust in Batista, and they didn't really pull back on the trigger. They didn't really be like, oh, well, he's not really getting the loudest reaction like we expected him to get, so Triple H, you keep the belt at 21. No, they pulled the trigger, and they kept Batista going. At least Batista got the opportunities to keep on going. It's not Batista's fault that every time they rid him out of the world title scene, someone would get injured and they were like, "Hey, Dave, you had to go back to the world title scene." Like, there were so many times where they rid him off TV as for the world championship. Like, they would be like, "Okay, Batista, this is your final shot against Edge. You'll never get another shot against Edge." And Edge would get injured. Or, "Okay, this is your final shot against The Undertaker. Undertaker would get injured." It's not Batista's fault that those guys got injured and he had to be forced into the world title scene every single time. It was just because the WWE was so short-handed back then that they had to put Batista into the title scene. Yeah. Especially on the SmackDown side of things, Batista had to kind of be put in those situations. Batista's best mic work came as a heel. Like, seriously, some of the stuff he says as a heel is, like, memorable. Kissing babies, hugging fat girls. I still love his SmackDown promo when, like, I'm being dead serious. The first time I watched SmackDown in a long time was when I heard Batista was going to cut a promo. He's like, "What happened to all the real men in this industry?" And then he goes and takes off his shirt, but he keeps on the sunglasses and the beret on. And I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "This is a real man." And I'm like, the fuck? He just gets it. He understands the wrestling business. Like, I'm not gonna like a guy that's like saying he's a real man, that's shirtless, wearing his sunglasses and a fucking beret. Like, what the fuck? He's great. That's why I love heel Batista, and that's what I think will happen with heel Roman Reigns. It's just that he's going to be more natural, like Justin said, going to be a little bit more genuine. He's going to cut promos that are not like, "Gonna make this rain on this bitch," and all this other stuff like that.
I'm sorry, but that's gonna be real for me. It's great stuff.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be all like, "Oh, you people booed me. Y'all people didn't like me. But I told y'all to believe that. I told y'all to believe in Roman Reigns." And then he's just gonna get you guys to hate him, and then y'all gonna like him when he does his little shoot promo on John Cena one week, and then you're all like, "Oh man, Roman Reigns is awesome. I love Roman Reigns. Why didn't they make him champion sooner?" And all this other stuff.
It's just basic. If you're a face, you're hated. If you're a heel,
and
that's just the way wrestling fans are nowadays. If you can wrestle good in the ring, if you're a good mat wrestler, if you're a Daniel O'Brien, yeah, you're liked. But if you're gay, like Darren Young, you're hated. That's just the way it is.
I think Darren Young has a fan base.
No, he does. No, I'm just kidding. Not kidding with that. But.
I think Darren Young is well liked by the IWC. Like, I mean, Zack Ryder's still over by the IWC somehow. Like, people like him.
Only God knows on how.
And he's probably well liked by the GWC.
What?
The GWC, yeah.
What's a GWC?
There has to be a GWC.
What's a GWC?
Gay wrestling.
Oh, Zack Ryder?
No, I'm talking about Darren Young.
Oh, I was like, what the, why would they like Zack
I
Ryder?
didn't even know there would be a gay wrestling community. Can you imagine it? I really like Kofi Kingston's tights. It was pink tonight. Like, oh god, I feel weird talking about it.
Oh man.
But like we were saying about the Money in the Bank briefcase, some guys just don't need it. Does Roman Reigns need to walk out with the briefcase? No, not exactly. He doesn't need to, but he's going to because the company's lazy and don't know how to book him without it. That's just the bottom line when it comes down to it. He's going to win. Like, he should win this match just because they need to build up Roman Reigns. But they can't think of a creative way for him to turn heel unless they give him that briefcase. They can't. And it's sad because back in the old days, they would find ways for Roman Reigns to turn heel with or without the briefcase. They'd be smart about that. But they can't turn him heel unless he wins that briefcase. And it's sad to say that. You know, like, he doesn't need it. But, like, they're going to give it to him. And I would like for him to have it just so that way he could become champion sooner rather than later. But you know, they kind of messed up with him at WrestleMania by not really giving him, like, his WrestleMania moment of him winning the championship. Yeah, the fans would have pooned it, but at the end of the day, Seth Rollins still could have cashed in after the match, and it could have given Reigns more of a reason why he hates the Money in the Bank briefcase and why he would want it for his own and all this other stuff. It would give you more of a reason and give you a good reason if he loses this match, why he hates it even more and why he would turn heel on Dean Ambrose, because here's Roman Reigns having to do this match with like 8 other dudes while Dean Ambrose gets a one-on-one shot. What kind of friend are you, Dean Ambrose? Especially if you had Dean Ambrose win the title. And it's like Dean Ambrose is all like, oh, Reigns, I'm not giving you a shot, brother. And then Reigns is like, what the fuck? I thought we were friends. And then you can make Dean Ambrose a heel, or you can make Dean Ambrose like a babyface that just wants to be bros with Roman Reigns and not ruin the friendship, kind of like the Roman Reigns and kind of like the Eddie Guerrero and Batista storyline where Eddie and Batista were like friends and stuff like that. I love that storyline. One of my favorite storylines.
Yeah. I heard Eddie was supposed to win the title.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, yeah, that was the ultimate payoff where Eddie cheats to win the title on Batista, and then he tries to trick Batista, be like, "We're friends, I say, like, I'll never do that to you, Batista." And then, like, Eddie goes all psycho, and he's all like, "I never was your friend," and it would be amazing. It would be great.
Yeah, that's one of those storylines that we'll never know, what kind of came out of it. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
You would never have gotten Rey Mysterio winning the belt. Would have been great.
Yeah. Who you think if Eddie was still alive? Who would you think would have run the fucking Royal Rumble?
Oh, Randy Orton was winning that Rumble.
Yeah, so it would have been Orton versus fucking Cena. Or no, wait.
No, I think they would have done Orton versus Batista.
Oh, no, okay, yeah, because Orton was on SmackDown then, yeah.
I think they would have done Cena, HHH, and then Orton versus Batista. If Batista was healthy.
What Kurt Angle would have done, but...
Yeah, so it'd been Orton versus Kurt Angle. Oh, God, no. Oh, no. Now Rey was still gonna win. That's because they still would have had Orton versus Kurt Angle anyways. Like, I'll just fucking add Rey in there. I did it for my family.
Booyaka, booyaka! The ultimate underdog. Rey Mysterio. Yeah, congratulations to Rey Mysterio, Alberto Del Rio, and the old Sin Cara. They won the AAA Championship, AAA World Cup.
That's nice.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett attacked them afterwards and was speaking some Spanish towards them, and Karen Jarrett was...
Jeff Jarrett attacked them?
Yeah. So
I'm back, baby.
Yeah, they were celebrating, and then Jeff Jarrett. Then they had a mariachi band come in, and then one of the mariachi band members was actually Jeff Jarrett, and attacked him with a guitar. And and then Brian Cage and Johnny Mundo, otherwise known as John Morrison, started to beat up Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio, and then Conan was there too, and Karen Jarrett was yelling English at them, and they took the masks. This was on AAA. Yes, this was AAA. And then they took the mask of Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio, and they said, like, oh, these are your AAA guys. Like, these are the best you have. Well, we're better than them, and we're going to show it. Jeff Jarrett said, I'm going to take your belt, Del Rio, because Del Rio's the AAA world champion at this time. And Karen Jarrett's like, this is not the last of us. You hear me, darling? And then looked down at Del Rio and spit at him, and then said something else in English. And then afterwards, We saw Ray covering his face, Sin Cara was doing something stupid, and Del Rio was holding his ribs. So there you go. That's what happened in AAA. For all you guys that say I don't watch other professional wrestling, screw you. Because in this podcast we talked about Lucha Underground, we talked about TNA for a bit, and we talked about this Sunday's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And we talked a lot about professional wrestling. So I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of the Money in the Bank Preview and Predictions podcast. And understand, like, these kind of podcasts, the reason why I kind of do these for the predictions and previews is because, one, I don't really upload that much videos on my channel as much as I used to. And I feel a lot of people like to listen to a lot of wrestling thoughts. But nowadays, a lot of people like hearing longer videos. It's kind of weird. Back in the old days, everyone's like, you got to have short videos to be successful. But nowadays, people like when you can hear a bunch of different wrestling thoughts. Like, people like the podcast format more than, the actual, short format of videos, because they just want to listen to something in the background as they're doing chores or something like that. You don't always want to look at the screen. You want something to kill time and stuff like that. So that's why I kind of do the predictions and previews now in a podcast, because really, to be honest, it's boring talking about some of the matches on this card without, getting distracted and talking about other stuff in professional wrestling, or just, old feuds and what you should do booking-wise and whatnot. So it's always good to have the boys come in here and also give their thoughts on professional wrestling and, just talk and shoot the shit and talk about whatever's going on in the wrestling world. That's the beauty of, the YWC and the IWC that I don't think people understand, is the fact that you can come on here and talk to other people about wrestling, and it's fun to talk about professional wrestling with others. It's hard to find, people in your real life that do watch professional wrestling and like to talk about it. So, yep, there won't be a Battleground preview and predictions podcast. I'm giving you guys that update right now. There could be, there couldn't be. I'll make a video explaining why there won't be one. In the near future, I'll be explaining what's going on, so that way y'all can understand why there isn't one. It'll be a pretty emotional video, I'm not going to lie, because it's going to be a lot of my personal life that I'm going to share with y'all. The reason why I cannot make that preview predictions video, and why my channel is going to be kind of slow for the next up and coming month. But hey, that's how it is. So anyways, boys, go plug your stuff and we'll take this podcast home.
All right, I guess I'll go first. All right, guys. Well, for me, follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I guess, Chase, are you gonna put those links down below?
Yes, I am.
All right, yeah, that's my little catchphrase. But yeah, I do a lot of Twitch on live streaming, videos on YouTube and stuff like that. I don't want to get into much of that, but yeah, follow me and yeah.
Yeah, he Twitch streams GTA 5 on the Xbox One, some old Call of Duty games, and then also his own colleague, FCW, showing the archive classics. And you might see characters that resemble Chase Oliver and Ace the Wrestling on there. Just saying.
And also Ross referee.
Yeah, Gold Standard 000. You might see him as a referee.
So everybody's in place in FCW. So.
And if you remember Kuda Charumba, he's there too.
Every Monday, every Monday after Monday Night Raw, it will be on live on Twitch. So I send out tweets and yeah.
All right. Acers?
You can follow me on Twitter, which will be down in there. You can follow me on Instagram. I don't really upload any other videos or content, but if you like the sound of my voice, then you can subscribe to Chase, because the odd time I come on here.
Yeah, Twitter, YouTube, same as my name, Gold Standard 000. Also got Instagram, pinstripes_90. Post like wrestling stuff, baseball cards, and other stuff. So if you like seeing those pictures, go ahead and follow me on. Yeah, you can follow. It's a follow on Instagram, right? Yeah, follow.
I Instagram routes. It's fun.
I think it's called stalking. I don't know.
Either way. But since I usually like to plug somebody that usually isn't on, and since Justin happens to be on this time, usually we plug Justin. I want to give a shout out to his birthday, actually, was the sometime earlier this week. JamesCarterTV.
Oh,
Yes.
I want to try to get James on one of these and just have him.
Because he doesn't really watch. I mean, Wrestling Guy 09, you guys might remember him. He used to watch wrestling, of course, and he doesn't really watch anymore. But sometimes he'll just give some random predictions. Chase will ask him. So it'd be pretty interesting to get him on here just to hear him be like, what the fuck?
I think him being on here will be hash marked tremendous.
Yeah, if James was on here, we got the whole Skype crew on here and just talked about stuff going on. Because for you guys don't know, Wrestling Guy 09, James Carter TV, pretty much he doesn't watch professional wrestling, but he sometimes checks it out every once in a while. And when he does come on Skype on the rare occasion, we mostly talk about sports, but then he'll be like, what's going on? Why is the Big Show still being pushed? This is pathetic and stuff. He's very funny when it comes down to it. So I would love to have James on in the future episode. So yes, check out James Carter TV in the description box down below. So yeah, you guys can follow me on Twitter at ChaseOliver68. You guys can check out my Instagram, Chase_C_Oliver. Make sure you guys check out the SoundCloud link if you guys want to download this. Yeah, I don't know why I'm plugging this at the end, but just in case you want to keep this show in the future, I don't know, YouTube explodes or my channel this video gets removed from my channel because WWE's like, oh, he's using a poster for the pay-per-view on here. We got to get rid of it, and the video disappears. You always have the SoundCloud, so that way you guys can listen to it on the go. Or maybe just because you want to hear it again before Money in the Bank because you're trying to kill time and you think Corey Graves is just boring you to death and Byron Saxton can't decide what race he wants to be on the pre-show. He can't. Byron Saxton cannot decide if he wants to be black or white, and it pisses me off. He can't decide. 1 minute he'll be acting all black, and then all of a sudden he's acting all white. He can't decide. And Renee Young is not really doing anything for you, and you're just tired of Booker T just being drunk and not giving a fuck on the pre-show. And you want to hear us talk about wrestling before you watch the Money in the Bank, you can download it on the SoundCloud down below. And I'll maybe upload more stuff, podcast format, just podcast exclusive on iTunes, maybe in the future. I haven't decided that yet. So, yeah, there you have it, guys. There's the show. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you all next time for the SummerFest, SummerSlam 2015. Maybe the matches that we may see on there are great matches such as Stardust versus Arrow, Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins, maybe Cena versus Owens 3, maybe Bray Wyatt will finally feud with Randy Orton. We won't know. But you can best believe we'll be on here to talk about all things professional wrestling.
And maybe Eric Rowan and
Shut up. No, Garbage Man. No Garbage Man. Fuck him.
We almost did an entire podcast without mentioning Eric Rowan.
And you know who else we didn't mention this episode, Ace?
What?
Jesus.
Hey, Jesus.
Yeah.
But guess what? He just got mentioned at the end. So we'll see you all next time. May Jesus be with you. Enjoy, guys.